It's Saturday night. I'm feeling all right. Hey everyone, I'm your host, Sarah Pribis, and we are in it. By it, I mean full-blown spring cleaning territory. I've come to realize that I'm not very good at this whole spring cleaning thing, or fall, or winter. But are you cleaning out your closet? Are you donating those dusty old slacks? I'm trying to. I can't let go of some of my high school clothes. It's really just embarrassing. I don't know why I'd want to keep my jean skirts and hope that I'd fit into them. There's nothing better than Marie Kondoing your life. You know what that is, right? So that's when any junk you're getting rid of, you give it thanks and you say goodbye. I'm saying the give thanks part. I'm saying thank you, jean skirts that I'm hoping to still fit into, but I just can't say goodbye. I can't do it. But you gotta have the stuff that brings you joy. And you know what brings the HQD's joy. Quizzin'. Right now, there are 795,000 players. Yep. Almost 800,000 of you here competing against each other live. That's too much. Can we? Too much. I'm just kidding. Shout outs to Daniela Marino, Jessica Fishkind, and happy birthday to Michelle Bellinger and Minnie the Pup. Welcome to all of you. Are you gonna clean house tonight? Well, get your vacuums ready. Vroom vroom. You're going to have to answer 12 questions with 10 seconds. If you get them all right, then you win tonight's prize, which is $5,000. 5,000 bucks. With that 5,000 bucks, all that stuff that you just got rid of, you can replace it immediately with more stuff. Yeah, stuff. All right, here we go. Q1. What was Neil Armstrong's most famous achievement? Learning French, eating 14 cupcakes, or walking on the moon? Since this is Q1, I'm going to give you a clue. Neil A backwards. It's alien. Now, we all know this is a conspiracy theory, but the correct answer is walking on the moon. We have 820,432 of you. One small step for you. It's a giant step for mankind. Any of these are impressive feats to flesh out your resume, but walking on the moon really adds that special oomph that human resources is looking for. Q2. Which of these is most often worn between feet and shoes? Paper towels, socks, or more shoes? Keeping feet from rubbing up against footwear for thousands of years and turning hardwood floors into ice rinks. One of my favorite pastimes. It could only be socks. No, the correct answer is socks. And 804,086 of you got that. We got to talk about this for a minute, because where do the socks end up? You know, I've tried pinning them together, clothes pinning them. Some end up, in the laundry bag. Some stay in the dryer, and then, a lot of them are in Narnia. Dobby! Maybe Dobby gets the socks. Well, while we're on this high note, listen up, players. Tomorrow we're going to be doing another one winner takes all, and this time the prize is $50,000. You're definitely not going to be one caught without an extra life for this one, so get ready, invite a friend, and now we'll move on to question 3. Which of these animals is classified as an arachnid? Wolf, spider, vampire, bat, or seahorse? If you saw the 2001 film of this name, these are imprinted forever in your brain, and you probably can't fall asleep. Also, shout out to my favorite arachnid from the movies, Aragog. And now you know the correct answer is wolf spider. And 731,780 of you got that. A seahorse is a fish, a vampire bat is a mammal, but a wolf spider, like all spiders, is technically an arachnid. Hey, as long as they're not in my apartment, call them whatever you want. Q4. Which of these poker hands typically beats the other two? Straight, flush, or full house? Poker face, poker face. Oh my gosh, you like my singing? Aw, stop. You're making me bluff. Are you all in on this? Well, if you tapped Full House, you're not folding yet, because Full House is the answer. 415,000 of you got that. In a standard deck, there are more than 5,000 possible flushes, making it more likely and less valuable than one of the more than 10,000 possible straights. But both bow down to only 3,744 possible full houses, Olsen twins not included. Q5. The Greek names of the two moons of Mars literally translate to what? Mother and daughter, destiny and promise, or fear and panic? How well do you know your Greek astrology? I know that Apollo, the god of sun, and I know that the Greek god of sexiness is John Stamos. But the correct answer here is fear and panic. Woo! 57,496 of you got that, but we have our first savage question here at Q5. Over 300,000 of you are feeling that fear and panic, but don't freak out. It's okay. There's that big game tomorrow. You got another shot. Okay, the moons of Mars are Phobos and Deimos, which translates to fear and panic. Hey, moons of Mars? Why such Debbie Downers, dudes? All right, Q6. A 2014 online gag convinced some people to recharge their iPhones by doing what? Microwaving them, plugging into potatoes, or freezing them. Just to be clear, Apple has never recommended any of these. The internet is crazy. It makes people do crazy things. Don't listen. But the correct answer here is microwaving them. Do not microwave your phone. 35,825 of you have some sense. But yeah, in 2014, there was a special emphasis on not putting your phone in the microwave. If you do that, I will not appear on it anymore, among other problems. Q7. What flavor of cream filled the first Twinkies? Vanilla, banana, or peanut butter? All Twinkies tasted like this until World War II, when rationing was instituted. The correct answer is banana. Banane. 22,667 of you got that. So at this point, they could still make Twinkies, but they had to switch to vanilla cream, while the military got all those nutritious bananas. Potassium, B6, B12. I wish it was a 600-pound Twinkie. That's a big Twinkie. Q8. In the popular Asian sport, sepak takraw, players strike the ball with what? Feet, hands, or sticks? If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. That's one thing I know about sports. I don't know if it applies to this, but the correct answer is feet. Yeah, they have to strike the ball with their feet. 7,886 of you got that. In sepak takraw, players have to leap into the air just to kick a moving ball, like volleyball, but with your feet. Do you see this? This is crazy. There is a lot of falling in this sport, which, you know, I guess is my kind of sport. I should give the sepak takraw a try. I don't know. Q9. Aside from Walt Disney, the most Oscar-nominated person in history is known for what? Visual effects, costume design, or composing? I still think Mufasa was robbed of Best Actor. I mean, I know he's a cartoon, but still, right? Wasn't that just the most moving performance? The correct answer is composing. Music. 4,452 of you got that. Okay. Oh my gosh. There's no sharks here. That's from Jaws, written by composer John Williams. the most Oscar-nominated non-Disney human being in history with 51 nom-nom-noms. Q10. The Luna moth lives its entire adult life without doing what? Mating, eating, or flying? Hello, Clarice. Between that and Mothman prophecies, those moths get a pretty bad rep. They're pretty sometimes. They're pretty all the time. Just not flying out of my closet. The correct answer is eating. They go their whole life without eating. 3,293 of you got that. There's no way around mating if you want your species to continue. And yes, all moths fly. But the Luna had better pig out in that caterpillar stage because he's coming out of the cocoon with no mouth. I do not relate to this at all. Q11. Which of these chemical elements gets its name from a mythical creature? Potassium, xenon, or cobalt? A mythical creature? Guy who actually texts you back. Where are they? They don't even exist anymore. Oh, we're talking this kind of chemistry. The correct answer is cobalt. It's cobalt. 1,231 of you got that. So 18th century German miners dug up ore, which had a blue pigment and gave off poisonous fumes when smelted. And then the metal that resulted was given the German word for goblin, which was kobold, leading to cobalt. Well, you're not going to be cobalt if you're moving on to the next question, because this is it. The final question. Okay, players, take your marks, get set, and get ready to win. It's Q12. Herman Melville dedicated Moby Dick to the author of what other classic work? Twice Told Tales, Paul Revere's Ride, or Leatherstocking Tales? There's no doubt that Melville was fanboy number one for this fellow American author. Paul Revere. What a writer. Great guy. But the book by Longfellow was not great enough for a Moby Dick shout out. James Fenimore Cooper obviously wrote the Leatherstocking Tales. Who didn't read that? Maybe Herman Melville? In Moby Dick, the dedication says, "In token of my admiration for his genius, this book is inscribed to Nathaniel Hawthorne, who wrote Twice Told Tales." And Twice Told Tales is your answer. We have 646 people feeling pretty lit right now. Congrats, winners! 646 of you made it through that quiz. I am so impressed. 774 for your Saturday night. Dowdy Q. Well, it makes sense that you got that lit question right because you got a lighter in your photo. So there we go. Dennis WM, you're looking sparkly. Bunyip. Oh, you had me at the cat. You don't even need a real photo because I just need a cat. There, that just makes me so happy. Dante96, congrats on your $7.74. You're looking nice and dapper in that suit. I hope you're going out on a Saturday night like that. Woo-wee! Y'all cleaned up nice. Congrats to our 646 winners. So fresh and so clean. I'm your host, Sarah Pribis. You inspire me. My kitchen is not clean. It's so full of food right now. Time to clean it out by eating it all. That's what I'm going to go do. But in the meantime, we'll be back tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. You know what it is. $50,000, one winner. It's going to be the game of a lifetime. Invite your friends. Get your extra lives now because you're not going to want to miss it. I hope you all have a great night. Thank you for playing. Bye.